Hello. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Liz Mills. I'm the Director for Education and Lifelong Learning here at Surrey County Council. I hope that all of you managed to get a good break at Easter. I hope it's not too much of a distant memory now and that you've had a really good start to this half term. I wanted to take a bit of time to do things a little bit differently, and instead of writing to you, I thought I might try this video blog just to tell you about a few things that have been happening, and particularly some work around the safety valve agreement, perhaps the green and white paper we might just touch on, and some of the capital investment programmes that we've got underway here with you in the County Council. So you might remember that Rona Barnfield, the chair of Surrey Schools Forum, and I wrote to you at the end of last term to set out that we had been successful in achieving a safety valve agreement for Surrey County Council. And this is an important agreement. It really does put us on a footing where we can implement long-term sustainable solutions that will improve the outcomes for children and young people and make sure that we can continue to provide the important services and support that they need at the right time and in the right place. What that means in practice is that the Department for Education is funding an additional £100 million in order to be able to achieve that sustainability. The County Council is also contributing to that agreement, and £144 million worth of existing budgeted reserves are also going into the safety valve agreement. There are two further contributions which will be of interest particularly to you. One is a £15 million one-off contribution from a surplus that currently exists on our dedicated schools grant. And so that's money that's been historic and it's built up over time. It will leave £5 million worth of balances in those reserves should we need to be able to call upon them in the future. I do want to stress that this is not individual school reserves. I know that that might be a concern to you, but this is cumulative on the blocks themselves. It's not about individual school balances. And the final contribution starts from the next financial year, and it's 1% contribution, which equates to £8 million from the schools block of the DSG. So that's from the financial year 23-24, and will run every year for 5 years in order to be able to reach a point of sustainability. So the total contributions from the schools block will be 55 million over that period of 5 years' time. I know that this probably will raise lots of questions, and what does that mean and what have we agreed to? Well, importantly, I think it's rooted in our existing transformation programme. So we're not intending to do things outside of that transformation programme, but we do absolutely need to keep working in partnership and collaboration with you in order to be able to achieve the objectives that we've set out for ourselves and for children and their families. We've got our capital programme running alongside, and we've got £139 million invested in there currently, and an additional £29 million going into the re-provision for alternative provision. And you'll see that right at the fore of the green paper, so this is an important part of our system together. In addition to that, we've bid for an additional £50 million worth of capital from the Department for Education. So you can see that this is a really important part of our programme, and many of you will already be involved in that. So I've been grateful to the support of Schools Forum, to the Chair of Forum, to our FACE councils and others for all of the work that we've been doing around our additional needs and SEN programme. And I want to also stress that we're continuing to work through the Inclusion Roundtable and through the development of an Inclusion Innovation Working Group to be able to really cement some of the ideas and approaches. And importantly, these ideas and approaches will come from you as experts and leaders in your field. I want to say something briefly about the green and white papers. I think what I can see in those papers is an important set of roles that are clarified for us all as we move forward, but importantly the role of partnership. The local authority is a champion for all children, and on a daily basis you're meeting those needs for children, so it's vitally important that we continue to work together. And that's what I can see at the fore of those papers, and we'll want to continue to have conversations together in order to be able to do that. And perhaps the final thing I'd like to leave you with today is an opportunity for us to get together and to be able to have some more discussion about all of these things and probably more. So we're going to organise some quadrant level sessions in order to be able to come together properly and have a conversation about the developments that are underway. And they'll be led by our new Assistant Directors for Inclusion and Additional Needs, in each of those quadrants. That's Tracy Sanders in the southwest of the county, Jim Nuns in the northwest of the county, Sandra Morrison in the southeast of the county, and Julia Catherine in the northeast of the county. Those sessions will be running through this first half of the summer term, and I'll be at each of those sessions and really hope that you'll be able to join us there. So I hope you're looking forward to a busy but good and positive summer term. I know that the pandemic is still continuing to cause huge difficulties both in staffing, for children and for young people, and the ongoing impacts on their mental health and well-being. So one of the things that we'll want to be talking to you about is how we can ramp up some of the support that's necessary in this summer term and as we move into the autumn. I think that will be a really key priority for us all. So thanks very much for everything you're doing for now, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon.